Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you on this daily UPSC MCQ series. Every evening these lessons are coming and the PDF you're getting on the Telegram channel there, and important questions. These are according to me. I'm referring all the important sources like PIB, the Hindu newspaper, the Indian Express newspaper, other important websites and all, and making some crucial questions on the UPSC pattern out of that. So give your feedback also. How do you think these questions are? Are these some good, or these are excellent, or these are just a time pass? So the feedback is important. And regarding the paid courses, no need to tell too much about it. Just 159 rupees per month and excellent videos, and give them a try. You will know that the trust will rise for StudyIQ, and these important courses by Gaurav sir, Prashant sir, Mahipal sir, these are coming. And Pocket News app is trending on Google Play. You can download that. Regarding these courses, the descriptions are given below the video. You can call on these numbers, and the chat section is available here. And you can follow me on Instagram too, and the Telegram channel is given on this Facebook group. Okay, first question: Heritera forms. It's a tree. It's a scientific name. It's a species of mangrove tree. Yes, it is correct. Native to India and Bangladesh only. You see, Sundarbans are present in India and Bangladesh, both the countries. But these trees are also found in Myanmar, Thailand, and other Indochina regions. So this is wrong to say that these are found in only these two countries. This is a wrong statement. Second, it is endangered species under IUCN list. We know it is found in abundance all along these deltaic coast, but on the IUCN list it is a endangered species. So second is correct. Only 2 is the right answer here. You can see 4 protected areas are there in this delta region: Sundarban National Park, Sundarban West, Sundarban South, Sundarban East, and these are wildlife sanctuaries, and this is national park there. And multiple tidal streams and channels are there, and network of distributaries is there, and this area is all spread across the Bengal region. And you know, before the independence this was whole of Bengal region, but now it is Bangladesh and West Bengal in India. So that's important. And this Sundari tree is present for around 70% of the area. And the other important tree is Giva, Exocaria agalocha. That's the scientific name of this Giva plant. And a huge biodiversity is living there. It's an important habitat there, including the Royal Bengal tiger. You can find Royal Bengal tiger swimming in these rivers there, and in these muddy areas and the swampy areas. So a really important and unique area. And in Bengali this is called Sundarban because the meaning is beautiful forest. So it's a very important tree and very important forest, but due to over harvesting, because it's a major timber producing tree, so over harvesting, water divergence, and fluctuations in salinity. Why? Because you see, these are salt tolerant plants, but too much salinity will destroy the plant, because the freshwater supply is there, that is coming from the Indian Bangladesh areas, and the seawater is there on the other side. So there is a mix up of the water, so it's a brackish water. But nowadays, means like for some decades, in these rivers and distributaries, less water is present there, so they are carrying lesser volume of the water, and that's why less fresh water is there in that mix up there. So that's why the saline water of ocean, that is rising, and that's why these sensitive plants like these Sundari tree, it's a sensitive plant. It cannot tolerate too much salinity there, so that's why it is under a lot of danger. And IUCN has declared it as endangered plant, major timber producing tree. And you can see the map here. A lot of islands are there. Ganga Sagar Island, in this area, this is a kind of end for all these rivers before meeting the ocean, and a lot of important points, and the network of distributaries is there. Hiron Point in Bangladesh is important, and Vidyadhari River is also important. These are distributaries. Sibrampur Island and Matla River. This is the area till India. This is West Bengal, and here it is Bangladesh. Okay, next, the important issue is that there is a cause. There's a decline of Sundarbans, and I told you the causes: over exploitation and human interference, and a lot of issues are there. But we see the difference in 1830, these mangrove forests and these green areas, they were present till this red line. So this much area was covered, but now they are constricted to only in the end region there. So this is the difference within 150 years, around 150 years. So that's really a problematic issue. Okay, so details are given here, and the issue is also very, very important. UPSC may ask you a lot of questions based on this region. Next, with the help of Engineers India Limited, EIL, it's an important Navratna PSU. We all know Mini Ratna, Navratna, Maharatna, these are the categories for PSUs. So it's a Navratna PSU under Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Engineers India Limited. So it provides the technical assistance there. So with its help, Ministry of Petroleum and Gas is going to establish 1.2 billion US dollar oil refinery project. In which country? We are investing a lot in African countries. So Benin, Burkina Faso, these are the important African countries. Bolivia was also in the news, where Mr. Kovind went there, our President of India, and the issue of lithium became too important there. But the answer is C, Mongolia. There we have established that, and after the establishment of 1.5 MMT refinery, it will provide the oil to Mongolia too, and the export will be there for India too. Here, this country is located China, Russia, and this is India. This is Wikipedia's picture, so the map is wrong here. This is not the right picture of India. They are showing Kashmir as a part of Pakistan, so that's really not okay. So this is Mongolia here. Capital is Ulaanbaatar, the most important city, and after the construction of this 1.5 MMT oil refinery project with the Indian assistance there, additionally we are giving US $236 million. Means this is the line of credit from India to Mongolia, and it is in addition to that $1 billion which is given for this refinery project there. So it is going to meet up demands for both the countries, and it's a very important step because Mongolia is located north to China. So that's why the strategic location is very important. Otherwise, it is not that much progressive and very advanced country, just average country, and lower medium class is there. So Engineers India Limited, you see, it was established in 1965, and R&D complex in Gurgaon, which is Gurugram now, and branch office, regional offices are located here in London, Italy, Abu Dhabi, Malaysia. They have offices, and Tata Group has done a joint venture with it that is called TEIL project, and two wholly owned subsidiaries are there, Ramagundam Fertilizers and Chennai Limited. Okay, next, E-Dant Seva is the first ever national digital platform that provides oral health information both in the forms of a website and mobile application. This statement is correct. Recently this was launched, and it's an important initiative by CDER AIMS, the Center for Dental Education and Research. Okay, and in 2014 the National Oral Health Program that was launched, and there also the CDER is playing an important role there, the central role there. So this implementation is done by AIMS and this important body, and this is the important platform because India lacks this awareness. The majority of this country, they do not consider them as a problem till the time that phase will not come where unbearable pain will be there, and some roots they are just rotting, and many of their molar teeth are infected. Then only they will be aware and they will go to doctor crying like a baby. So that's why it's a very important issue, and this first ever national digital platform that provides oral health information is a important step, E-Dant Seva, and all the information regarding the doctors, regarding the clinics and their locations, everything will be available on the app there. So C, both is the answer, both the statements are correct. Okay, you can go through the details here, and it's an initiative of ministry with AIMS. Next, Jupiter now has maximum number of satellites in a solar system. This statement is not correct because Jupiter was having the maximum number of satellites, and that number was 79, but now 20 additional satellites are found for Saturn planet, And earlier the number was 62. Now it has 82 moons, 82 natural satellite there. You may call them moons. So that's really important. The Titan is the famous moon of Saturn, and a lot of discoveries and observations are going on, and they found a hydrocarbon sea there on the north pole of Titan. So there may be some sort of life. So that issue is also going on. The Cassini spacecraft is getting all the information regarding the Saturn there. So UPSC asks these kind of questions a lot these days. So Saturn is the planet which is having maximum number of satellites today. This is wrong. Second is also wrong, because 30-meter telescope is the biggest telescope on Earth, and that is located on Mauna Kea, especially. And Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, these are the two important volcanic mountains present in the North Pacific. And the height of Mauna Kea is more than Mount Everest there. If you consider the total height, means from the ocean's bottom, and you will go till the tip of it, then it is close to 10 kilometers, and that is more than the Mount Everest height. So this discovery was not made by 30-meter telescope, which is located on the Mauna Kea island. This is wrong. It's a different one, just 8.2-meter telescope, which made this discovery. 30-meter telescope issue is also going on. Supreme Court, which is located in Hawaii, that has given a verdict that you dismantle this 30-meter telescope, because it is taking over the land for indigenous people, and a lot of issues are there, economic and non-economic. So that issue was also important. That information was also there in the public domain, and 30-meter telescope is the biggest one. But this discovery is not made by this. So both the statements are wrong here. D is the right answer. Scott Shepherd, a Carnegie astronomer who led this discovery team, and 20 satellites were found. 17 of them orbit in retrograde, means opposite to the direction of rotation of the planet, and 3 of them, they are prograde, means they will move in the same direction of the planet. You can see most of them are moving in this direction. That is retrograde, means opposite to the planet's movement. Planet is moving like that, and they are moving like this. And these are prograde, means they are moving in the direction of Saturn. And this is Subaru telescope. That is 8.2 meters telescope, which has done this discovery there. Next, India ranked 68th in the annual Global Competitiveness Index. Global Competitiveness Index is launched every year by World Economic Forum. India is ranked 68th, and this time it's a shameful condition, because we have slipped for 10 places. We were at 58th, now 68th we are at, and we are the worst performing nation among the BRICS nations, because along with the Brazil, on many parameters we are losing a lot. Although on some parameters like the macroeconomic stability and other market issues, we are performing better, but overall we are very bad at this parameter there. And China among BRICS countries is the best one there. So second is wrong, first is correct. Only one is the right answer here. You can see India has dropped 10 places, and a number of similar economies like South Africa, Turkey, Colombia, they have improved over the past year, and they are above us. Singapore has topped this list. US was on the top, but now Singapore is there, and many challenges are coming for US, and that's why US is performing not that much great. And China was ranked at 28th position. Asia Pacific as a region, it is most competitive one, and there are 141 countries who were mapped, and 103 indicators were there, and this index is compiled by World Economic Forum. Okay, key findings which are given here: in terms of market, India ranked 3rd. In terms of macroeconomic stability and other corporate governance issues, we are ranked at 15th place. And in terms of innovation, we have punched above its developmental status, means we are performing better. But when we come to poor health condition and low life expectancy, then it's a real problem, and that is typical and iconic of this country, where a lot of focus is given on economic condition, but the basics are in a very problematic condition, and that's a kind of a huge dark spot on our image. You talk about life expectancy here in this country. You talk about the basic education, higher education. You talk about the disease condition. You talk about the communicable disease and non-communicable disease challenges, and the issue of the life standard there for the majority of the population. These all things are extremely in a bad condition there. So that's why this issue tells a lot about India. Ratio of females workers to male workers is just 0.26, and we are performing very bad among these 141 countries. We are at 128th place, and India ranked 118 in incentivization and 107th place for skills. We are talking too much about skills, and we have brought a lot of schemes, and on a daily basis many abbreviations are coming, and many announcements are there. But among 141 countries in the area of skills, we are at 107th place. So shameful this condition is. Here these challenges are given for US, that how the stagnation is creating a lot of problem, and life expectancy is also declining for the population there. Next, 7th October. It's an important date. Yesterday I told you that they have declared it as World Cotton Day. This year World Habitat Day was also on 7th October. But it doesn't come every year on 7th of October, because the main issue for World Habitat Day is the first Monday in October. So it may come on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 any date. So this time 7th October was the first Monday of October. So World Habitat Day. It was declared by UN, and UN Habitat has a strategic plan 22-23. This 4 years plan, it is not focused on digitization and solar energy. This is mainly focused on waste management, because it is taking care about the urbanization process and the cities, how they can flourish, how they can tackle all the challenges there. And the majority of the population of this world, that is going to live in urban areas. So the waste management is the biggest problem there, and heavily focused we are. All the emission, pollution, and all these mismanagement issues, disease issues, they are related with the waste management issue. So this plan is there for that. So D is the answer. Both the statements are wrong, because every year it is not on 7th October, but the World Cotton Day will be on 7th October. So that's important. And this day was celebrated for the first time in 1986 for the whole world, and this year organized by UN again, and the theme was frontier technology. The main issue is the frontier technology, means the 3D printing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data analytics. These things are going to help us a lot, and moving from waste to important sources, there these frontier technologies are going to help. Last year a basic theme was there of waste management, municipal solid waste management, and this time they have gone in a very advanced way, and they are talking about the frontier technologies. So frontier technologies are the future. Internet of things, digitization, and smart cities, and all these things are frontier technologies. So this year it is the focus on frontier technology, and sustainable development goal number 11 is talking about the building inclusive, safe, resilient cities, and frontier technology include all these things, as I mentioned here for you. And significance of World Habitat Day is given here. Lack of waste management has led to air, soil, water pollution in turn, and threaten public health there. And other goals number 6, 11, 12, and 14, directly or indirectly, they are focused on waste management. So that's why it is the most important issue in the world today. Okay, this is given here. Next, participatory notes. When you talk about PN notes, then the issue of black money should come into your mind, because whatever was said, whatever discussed, whatever was proposed for black money management, if you do not work on participatory notes, you can never manage the issue of black money, because that is the ultimate source of black money. The money source through participatory notes. How? With the help of participatory notes, the foreign investors, they will invest in the Indian stock market, and they will come through these foreign institutional investors. These institutional investors are registered with SEBI, but these participatory notes investors, they are registered with FII only, and these notes are released by FII only. So directly with SEBI, these notes investors are not registered. So that is the issue, and that's why, because of this anonymity, a lot of black money is routed through participatory notes method. An HR Khan committee was mainly formed by SEBI for this FPI streamlining issue, FPI foreign portfolio investment. And as I told you, if it is more than 10% of the business and its stakes, then it is FDI. If it is less than 10%, then it is FPI, portfolio investment. Okay, so second is correct, first is wrong, because they invest without being registered. It is not after, it is without being registered with SEBI. They do not get registered with SEBI, but now a new notification is there, and here only 2 is going to be the answer here. These are financial instruments required by investors to invest in Indian stock markets without being registered with SEBI. That's the issue. But India wanted that some money should come, but they chose the participatory notes method because more money they wanted to be invested here. But a lot of black money was routed through this area, so that's why it's a problem. But you see, the new notification is there by SEBI that those FPIs who are belonging to FATF countries, they can only invest in category 1. There are 2 categories, category 1 and category 2 of these important funds. In category 1, the important pension funds, sovereign funds, these are there, and in category 2 there is a separate category. So category 1 is very sensitive because pension funds, sovereign funds, they are very sensitive ones. So any problem or danger like the black money, that should not come to this category. So that's why for this category the registration will be necessary, and these FPIs, these investors, these will be located in FATF countries only. FATF is the G7 countries initiative, and 2 important issues were there: money laundering and terror financing. It started with the money laundering issue, but in 2001 the terror financing was added. So these 2 issues are there. So this is why we are only allowing those FPIs who are located in FATF countries, or these are managed by enterprises based under FATF jurisdiction. So that's the issue. So for category 1, they should be fulfilling that condition, but category 2 there's no restriction there. So that's the issue. Okay, and the necessity is given here. HR Khan committee for streamlining FPIs. This was established by the Deputy Governor of RBI and HR Khan committee. They may ask you about that. It was the G7 initiative, the FATF Financial Action Task Force, and in 1989 it was established in the G7 summit, and these 2 important goals were there. So that this is all, and we will meet again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani.